I couldn't believe when I found out that during Katy Perry's much-hyped trip to space yesterday, the 6-woman crew spent most of their precious 4 minutes of zero gravity taking selfies and showing off marketing materials instead of actually experiencing the once-in-a-lifetime view of Earth. Remember that feeling when you're at a breathtaking location and everyone around you is just staring at their phones? That frustration you feel watching someone miss what's right in front of them? That's exactly what happened here, but at the literal edge of space. But wait, before I show you what really happened inside that capsule, let me make you a promise. In the next few minutes, you'll discover why Blue Origin didn't stream the inside footage live, what Katy Perry brought to space that has fans outraged, and the surprising 7-word confession that cut through all the performance to reveal something genuinely moving. You'll also learn how this celebrity space spectacle exposes something much deeper about what we've become as a culture. Blue Origin's 11th crewed flight, dubbed the Taking Up Space crew by the participants themselves, consisted of 6 women. Besides the headline grabbers Katy Perry and Gayle King, the crew included Sanchez, who happens to be Jeff Bezos' fiancée. Convenient, right? The remaining seats were filled by former NASA rocket scientist Aisha Bowe, bioastronautics researcher and civil rights activist Amanda Wynn, and filmmaker Corinne Flynn. What Blue Origin didn't want you to see in real time becomes painfully obvious when you compare their carefully selected highlight reel to what actually happens during these flights. I've obtained footage from another passenger who experienced the exact same journey, and the difference between their genuine reaction and our celebrities' performances will leave you questioning everything about this historic mission. So what did our celebrity astronauts choose to do with those precious 4 minutes of weightlessness? Did they gaze in awe at our fragile blue planet? Did they contemplate the vastness of the universe? Not even close. The footage released by Blue Origin shows the women primarily occupied with capturing selfies and showing off personal items they'd brought along. Katy Perry displayed what appeared to be her tour list. Others held up trinkets and mementos for the cameras. Meanwhile, their unrestrained hair floated chaotically around them, often obscuring the truly magnificent views outside their windows. There's a reason Blue Origin didn't stream the inside of that capsule live, and it wasn't technical difficulties. In an age where live streaming from almost anywhere is commonplace, the absence of real-time footage from inside the capsule seems suspiciously like a calculated choice to control the narrative. Now, you might be wondering how this particular group of women ended up in space together. The selection process behind this empowering all-female crew wasn't exactly what Blue Origin's PR team wants you to believe. According to reports, Gayle King, who apparently fears everything from ear piercings to roller coasters, only agreed to join this mission because her best friend Oprah Winfrey insisted she must go. That's right, Oprah basically commanded her bestie to get shot into space, and Gayle complied. How many of us have been talked into something terrifying by a friend who insisted, "It'll be amazing," or "You'll regret it if you don't"? Meanwhile, Sanchez's presence needs little explanation when you remember that her fiancé Jeff Bezos owns Blue Origin. As for Katy Perry, well, this trip conveniently provided her with a unique marketing opportunity for her upcoming tour, as evidenced by what she chose to display during those precious zero-gravity moments. Let me give you a glimpse of the reality behind these Blue Origin flights. The entire experience lasts approximately 10 to 11 minutes from launch to landing, with only 4 minutes of weightlessness, less time than it takes to make a cup of coffee. The launch itself is intense. The crew is strapped tightly into their seats as the countdown reaches 0. When the engines ignite, they're pushed back with significant force as the rocket climbs at incredible velocity. The capsule shakes and rumbles as it ascends through the atmosphere. This isn't a gentle elevator ride, it's a violent, powerful experience that truly emphasizes you're sitting atop what amounts to a controlled explosion. But just wait until you see what happened after landing. When those capsule doors opened in the Texas desert, the behavior of these 6 women ignited a firestorm of criticism that even major brands couldn't resist joining. Katy Perry emerged dramatically holding her daughter's Daisy, immediately dropping to kiss the ground. Gayle King followed suit with her own ground-kissing moment. This theatrical display prompted widespread ridicule on social media. I hope she can reintegrate into society after her ordeal up there, one commenter sarcastically sarcastically noted. Another wrote, Katy Perry overreacting from her 10-minute roller coaster ride should be the headline. Even Wendy's official Twitter account joined the pile-on, responding to news of Perry's return with, "Can we send her back?" The mockery reached such heights that even major corporations felt comfortable publicly joining in. The post-flight interviews further fueled this perception of performative emotion. Perry offered vague spiritual reflections that seemed crafted for sound bites rather than expressing genuine insight. "I feel super connected to love," she declared. "This experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give and how loved you are until the day you launch." The statement prompted one social media user to quip, "Me after drinking my first beer on a Friday night," just when it seemed like this entire mission was nothing but a carefully orchestrated publicity stunt. One surprisingly honest moment cut through all the performance and marketing. When asked how this space experience ranked among her career achievements, like selling millions of records and performing in sold-out stadiums, Katy Perry's answer was surprisingly grounded. "This experience is second to being a mom." This simple 7-word statement, placing the profound human experience of parenthood above even the rarefied opportunity to travel to space, provided perhaps the only truly relatable moment from the entire event. It cut through the marketing and performance to touch on something genuinely meaningful. In this moment of unexpected honesty from Katy, something shifts. The cynicism that colored our perception of the entire event briefly lifts as we recognize a universal truth about human connection. Isn't it fascinating how a single authentic moment can redeem hours of performance? What this all means for our culture. The Blue Origin celebrity mission ultimately reveals more about our media landscape than about space exploration. The contrast between the brevity and relative simplicity of the actual experience versus the outsized emotional reactions afterward created a credibility gap that the public was quick to identify. It's worth noting that the astronauts who spent nearly a year stranded on the International Space Station and recently returned to Earth received far less media attention despite their genuinely harrowing experience. This contrast highlights how celebrity involvement can distort public perception of scientific achievement. And maybe that's the real takeaway from this bizarre space tourism spectacle. In an age of curated experiences and performative emotions, authentic human connection, whether through parenthood or other deep relationships, still trumps even the most exclusive or expensive experiences money can buy. While Blue Origin continues to promote these flights as transformative journeys that change one's perspective on humanity and our planet, the celebrity coverage ironically demonstrated the opposite, our continued fascination with status and spectacle over substance. So next time you see celebrities or billionaires heading to space, remember what you're actually watching. Not the dawn of a new age of space exploration, but perhaps the ultimate expression of our experience economy, where even glimpsing Earth from space becomes less about the profound perspective it offers and more about who gets to say they did it first, loudest, and with the most Instagram-worthy content to show for it. The stars may be calling us, but until we approach space with more reverence than we approach a theme park ride, we might not be ready to answer. If you found this insight into celebrity culture revealing, you'll love our next video where we expose the hidden reality behind those picture-perfect celebrity vacation photos. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it.